What is going on? It's Sean Ash back here with another mock draft because, that's the only thing we do around here right now. 10 teams, PPR, number 7 spot. Let's get it rolling. Yeah, same settings quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 kicker, 1 defense, 6 bench. Don't get a kicker or defense. And yeah, I'll say in 10 team leagues compared to 12 teams, it's important to at least get one quarterback or tight end on the earlier side because you really want a positional advantage when there's more teams that are in the loop, like 12 or 14. You really, it doesn't have to be like that, but specifically 10, that's, where you kind of want it. Let's get it started. Sleeper rankings are going to be up here. I like to switch it up. Comment below what platform you like. I think Sleeper is probably the best. I still like ESPN and there's Yahoo too, but let me know what you guys do. All right. Jamar, Bijan, Puka, JSN, Gibbs, Amon Ra. Yep, Bijan and Gibbs off the board. Um, and then the 3 wide receivers, Chase, Puka, JSN, Amon Ra too. So now we're up, right? Christian McCaffrey is the clear pick if you're going to draft him this season. I'm off just because he was healthy last year. I might have to think about the other potential options. If I didn't like anyone, I might take the bullet on McCaffrey and in a regular draft maybe trade back, depending on if you have trading in your league. I would rather take McCaffrey over all of these guys, I think. Cook and Hampton for me are a little interesting. I love Hampton this season. But you know what? If you're not going to go running back, and I love CeeDee Lamb this season. Cowboys defense is what it is. Dak could supply his wide receivers, so give me Lamb. I want Lamb. I'm not eating chicken, we're eating lamb. All right, McCaffrey, Jefferson, John Taylor, Drake London, AJ Brown, Malik Neighbors. We're up on the clock. Let's see who we got. There, oh, Achan too. I like Achan, Genty, Chase Brown, James Cook, Hampton. There's Nico. I'm not really digging these wide receivers right now, so we're gonna go running back. I'm not really taking tight ends early. I like Warren though, so 5th round. That's kind of where I'm, eyeing him. Achan's gonna get the ball a lot. I think that's a given. Um, Genty, I still not a fan of the Raiders offense. I think it eventually will get better, but I'm not having that. Chase Brown, solid. Cook and Hampton, I like all 4 of these guys. You just have to pick. I even like Saquon and K9 too. Stroud takes me off a little bit. Nico, let's see how he did last year. It He had some pretty good weeks. It wasn't amazing by any means, but it wasn't terrible. He's a solid wide receiver, like 8, 9, 8. Those aren't duds. Yes, they kind of are, but like could have been worse. We're gonna get a running back right here. Hmm, let's see. This is just incredible. We got to see how quarterback does it getting him the ball, but I think we're gonna go. Chase Brown might be fun this year just because he'll have Burrow. Um, their defense got better. I'm just trying to evaluate everything. The Bills, Josh Allen, they're always going to be good. I don't really think you can go wrong here. I think the safest player is Achan, so I'm going to take him and hope he doesn't get hurt. So I'm going to take Achan. Draft board. That was a tough decision. I haven't had one of those in a while. Genty, Nico, Olave, Flowers, McBride, Tet, Chase Brown, Pickens, Hampton, Cook, Rice, Devonta. We're up. Devonta's growing on me with AJ Brown going to be potentially out the door. I don't think Lemon eats into a share as much, knock on wood, but keep an eye on that. We're gonna hide drafted. Saquon, K9 right there. Garrett Wilson. These are the only two guys that I like in this, like right here in this tier still. Whereas I would draft Garrett Wilson and probably just Garrett Wilson. Um, I know running backs are probably going to dry out. I like my wide receivers later, so I think I am going to take a running back. You just always have to, value where do you see it. And I can't, no matter what, if Wilson I have above the other two guys, round four, I'm not liking my options. So I need to get a running back because I'd rather pick a wide receiver. So Saquon or K9. I think K9 is going to pop off this year, but I will just take the consistency with Saquon. Um, that was last year on the Seahawks. I'm going to take consistency with Saquon and then I'll revisit. Eagles still have a great offensive line. Yes, Hurts will kind of take away from the tush push, but yeah. All right. Higgins, Bowers, K9, Josh Allen, Drake May, Loveland, and I'm on the clock. So there is a tight end run going. There is a tight end run. I think Warren's going to be the dude this year. I might have to reevaluate if I would take him in the fourth round, but regardless, Garrett Wilson's still here. And I know Lamar's there too. I'm not one to take a quarterback early. I like playing the field a little bit. So it's either Warren or Garrett Wilson for me. I think I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. I think the Jets will be behind in games. I think Geno could supply him, and I think he's just getting better each season. I think the upside of Warren could be really good. I think he's going to be the number one. But, you got Daniel Jones coming back from that injury. We'll see. It pains me not to take Warren, but I want Garrett Wilson. I feel like he's the last guy in that tier, so I'm taking Wilson. So, wow. Okay. I guess the tight end run went really early. Burrow, Lamar, Love, Hall, Waddle, Ibuka. Ibuka is going to be good this year. Josh Jacobs, court case. We don't know. I would say stay put. We don't know a lot yet. Leaning towards he'll be fine and he won't get suspended. But because there's like new evidence that came out. But his specific type of case, I think, is like more likely to get a suspension. But we gotta, there. Just wait, hold on for now, relax. Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Kyron Williams, Lad McConkey, ETN. I'm a little off McConkey. I think Quentin Johnston will be out there mostly. I think they'll be up in games, and also too, I think they'll be in a lot of two tight end sets as well with Njoku coming in with Gadsden. I think I'd rather just take the touchdown upside with Quentin Johnston. I think if they're going to be ahead in games, I don't think he's going to be getting a lot of touchdowns. I think he's great though, so maybe next year he'll be in later rounds, and then I take him. And then ETN. So we're up. This is pretty easy for me. Warren, boom. Or is it? Because let's look at the draft board. Tight end, and we got this guy, right? He's the only person that could take a tight end. These people could be crazy taking a tight end, but regardless, first of all, I don't want this guy having Josh Allen and Tyler Warren. This is a solid team. That would just be like, oh my gosh, that's a hit like every round. I'm taking Tyler Warren. I know, try to read the, edges, but he's the best prospect. If you're in a league, a home league, and there's just your crazy friend, he's gonna do double tight end, and then he's gonna be trapped. But like, we're taking Tyler Warren. Other people I like here, I would just take Tyler Warren called a day. Henderson's a nice value there. Hope he falls to us. And then Luther Burden's probably going to be the number one. I don't know. I get a little skeptical. It's still up in the air for me because Odunze had a nice start last year, and like it's a small sample size, guys. Like we're talking about, he only got. Look at his targets. It's not like, oh my gosh. Never mind. Don't look at his targets. Uh, yeah, small sample size for me. McLaurin, I think is going to improve. Adams, upside, great. But we already have two solid wide receivers. Let me just get a solid tight end. It's a 10 team. We need to have some sort of positional advantage. I'd probably be taking Henderson or maybe Devontae Adams, but I'd probably be taking Henderson, I think. Or Adams for the upside, you don't know. Draft Tyler Warren. All right. Burden, Scadaboo, McLaurin, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Henderson picked before us, and we're up. Jaden Daniels being here is insane. That's insane. But, I want more depth because I'm insane. I want more wide receivers. I need to build up my team. I will get a quarterback later. And yeah, that's how I'm playing it really this season. If we look at the draft board, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, 2 rounds apart from each other. I don't like that. I like getting. There will always be quarterbacks falling later. There always will. I will play matchups. I got my one tight end. Let me build on depth. All right, so Judkins, solid. Browns offensive line got a little better. Team quarterback, only guy I like up in this tier. I think he's injury prone. I mean, I just think he gets injured a lot. He's electric, but you know. And I took Achane, so I'm hoping Achane's healthy. Swift, solid. I think Monongai will eat into there though, and I would rather go for an upside pick right now. Last year Pickens was kind of around 5 or 6 upside. I think we'll look at the wide receivers and see who I like. Mm-mm-mm. Harrison, I might want to shoot on the upside there. Michael Wilson. So I looked into this a little bit more. When he's on the field with Marvin Harrison, he doesn't do good. When Marvin Harrison's not on the field is when he does good. Jeremiah Love coming in. I'm probably just gonna fade him for now. Stay tuned. Chris Godwin, solid. Jacoby Myers, solid. I really like Jacoby Myers. I've been saying this every video. You probably get sick uh, hearing me talk about him. So, what is going on in the bottom of the screen? Okay. Yeah. Are we going Judkins or are we going Harrison? I'm going Harrison. I'm going upside. It's his 3rd year. They're gonna get him the ball. They're just gonna do it. All right. Tate, Irving, Jaden Daniels, Hurts, Herbert, Tyson, Dart, Moore, Jameson Williams, Watson, Judkins. And with the Jaden Daniels thing, I will go back once I have my rankings and I will look to see, where the value is. But right now, no, I'm not doing that. Every team has a quarterback except this team. So if I really wanted a quarterback, I'd get it. But let me wait. I'd rather take these guys rounds later if I had to. So we have 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Swift is still a solid option right here. I like Jaylen Warren too. Um, Jacoby Myers right here. I said that. So I'm thinking Jacoby, Swift, or Warren. If he's the only guy I like here, and yes, I like Pittman too, but I like him more. I'm going to take Jacoby Myers and 2 running backs, 1 running back, 2 running backs. So he probably needs a running back, right? So there's a good chance both of them might not be here by the time it gets back. And then worst case, if I have to go Price or Chuba as my next running backs, I'm fine with that. I like Mason later. I could really hammer running backs more. I would feel more comfortable with Jacoby. I'm not in love with these guys. I have a girlfriend too. Jacoby is, I think he is the highest ceiling, so I'm taking Jacoby. All right, let's see if they fall back. Caleb, Dave Montgomery, Pierce, Odunze, Harvey, Swift. Oh, look, one of them fell to us, and we got our guy. So Jalen Warren. Let's look at these stats. I'm looking at the wide receivers right now. I like QJ a lot. I like Pearsall a little bit. Um, like Pittman. Do we go Warren for our third running back? We miss out on Pittman, but at the same time, when I look at my team, if he sucks, I'm starting these three guys no matter what. So I don't see, like, yes, it'd be a lot of depth. I don't see the great value in me taking Pittman when I could have Jalen Warren, for example, someone he's gonna get carries. Aaron Rodgers still there. They have Pittman now. The offense is gonna move forward. I still think they're a good team, but Mike Tomlin's not gonna be there. So let's see what's going on. Uh, let's look at we're gonna look at Jalen Warren's stats. 13, solid, solid, solid. Like guys, I mean, he's pretty solid. I'm taking him. I know Rico's there and Rico's good, but I'm taking yeah, and a lot of your leagues might be running back heavy too. If I take a wide receiver, I'm not sure if both of those running backs are gonna get back to me, Warren and Chuba. So I might we'll see. I'm taking Warren. Brian Thomas, Metcalf, Wandale, Chris Godwin, Tootin, Price, Wilson, Pittman, Downs, Hubbard, Makai Lemon, Pearsall. A lot of good guys just went right there. I'm not stacking. I could if I want to be that guy. Maybe I do, but no, I'm not stacking. Um, they were both healthy last year, but you never know. That could be worse. I think with three running backs right now, I'm going to wait another round and see if there's a quarter wide receiver I like. Um, Parker Washington, I'm a Jacoby believer. So if you're a Parker believer, go after Parker. But just looking at his stats last year, Jacoby weeks, I think 10 through 18. And, week 10 is when Jacoby started playing here. Jacoby's averaged a little more targets per game. And then also, too, if we're looking at the targets, yeah, 10, 10, and 9 are insane. He was literally popping off near the end of the season. 3, 3, 2. I get it. I could be completely wrong, but I don't call that a number one wide receiver. Although he still is a good option, so I might take him. I'm not saying he's a bad option. I just think Jacoby is a solid option. But whoa, what is that button? What is that? All right, apologies, guys. All right, I think we took Jacoby. Yeah, I clicked on Jacoby, right? Um, oh man, throws a wrench in the whole plan. Yeah, I took Warren. Okay, yeah, yeah, we're back. We're back, chat. I like Quentin Johnson here. I think it's a value. I think I already have one Jaguars wide receiver. Do I go second for Parker? Honestly, I'm just gonna be confident in Jacoby. I'm betting on it. Sometimes you could do safety, but you never really know. I would rather have a piece in this Chargers offense. I think they could be something special this year. I'm taking Quentin Johnson. I'm not looking back. Um, all right. Monungai. I like that pick. White, Stevenson, Pollard, Rico, Addison were up. Parker Washington's still there. With Rice, I don't know what's going on. I think he'll play, but could be suspension, but I'd rather, I guess, have Parker Washington. Corum is young, but I am gonna go with Parker Washington because I think I'm gonna stack up on more wide receivers before it dies down for me. So we're gonna go with Parker Washington, and there's a chance that like Dobbs and Worthy fall too. So we're taking Parker Washington. All right, Gainwell, Jones, Concepcion, Reed. He's such a good player, by the way, Concepcion, but like it's the Browns. Reed, Dobbins, Marks, Kyle Pitts, Corum, Mason. He's just a guy going late that's gonna get carries. I'll take it. And with Kyler, it could be better, you know. Tracy, Kraft, Jonathan Brooks, another good pick because he probably is gonna start the season. So I need to think about. Jeez, Mac. Chuba Moore, and yeah, now we're back on the clock. Wide receivers, I like Dobbs, Worthy from this tier. I like Golden too. Coker, I like, but I don't like. I think he's a good dynasty hold, but with Brazil coming in, and also I need to see Bryce Young support wide receivers. Worthy and Dobbs. Is there a running back here that I need on my team? Don't do it. Do not do it. He's not starting the season. You need to win early. Once you make the playoffs or in your good position, then trade for him. If you're a believer. I don't like a lot of running backs here. And I only have three. So I took him, right? And I missed out on Corum, Mason, and Brooks. So that's a lesson to myself. If I avoid taking him next, I can get a running back if I need the depth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm good at wide receiver. I think I'd rather start my other guys. I think I have enough depth. I could be wrong, but I think I'm gonna hold put for now with the wide receivers. Uh, Quarterbacks. There's Trevor and there's Dak. Running backs. I don't like anything here. So in this case, I'm going to take a quarterback. Trevor's getting better. I could do the stack. I have Parker. I have Jacoby. Dak Prescott. I think they're going to be behind in games. I think he's always going to be throwing. He was QB5 last season. He was QB4. It's a bet on who you think is going to be the better team. I um yeah, it's a pick 'em. I'm just gonna take Dak because I think he's more solid. Although Trevor Lawrence could get those touchdowns, the QB sneaks like mini Josh Allen. Um, Dak or Trevor? Yeah, it's up to you. I think I'm gonna go with well, I mean they did get downs on defense. I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott because I still like how they have Pickens, Lamb, Ferguson. I'm just gonna go with Dak. I'll look back. It's never know. And yeah, see, this guy took a second quarterback. Crazy stuff happens. Algier Higgins, Fannin, Laporta, Krosky, and T Law, Trevor Lawrence. Um, we're not doing quarterback again. We're not doing tight end again. I don't like doubling. I always find someone on the waiver wire that's good. I want depth. I want to take away from other teams' depth. Uh, Kamara, there's a situation going on with what team he's going to be. Is he traded? I have no idea, and I don't care. We're going to take Dobbs in New England as the second guy or Worthy. He gets some touchdowns, but higher upside's Worthy. Speed gets the ball. He did get hurt last season in like the first game, and then this was kind of bad. Um, I'm pulling the trigger on him. Likely Charbonnet, Gadsden, Kelsey, Shakir, Ferguson, Kamara, Nix, Chris Rodriguez, Andrews, Spears, Kincaid. And look, if you're that type of guy that wants to double down on good players like Ferguson or a quarterback by any means, you can do it, but don't go crazy because you're gonna look, some of these are gonna be misses. I need to just make a lot of picks to make sure I have them. I did Dak Prescott and Caleb Williams last year. They both did great. Every week I probably picked the wrong one to start. And every week there was always someone on the waiver wire I wanted to add, but I didn't have enough bench spots. And I picked up Jacoby and started him. He's on. All right. I have enough wide receivers. I probably should have evaluated to look for running backs, right? Luckily for me, none of these guys I like at all. So let's take a look at the running backs here. Although Dobbs is still there, but no, we need running backs. Pacheco, that's the dude. Good team. And you know what? Behind Gibbs, something bad happened to Gibbs. He's in there on a great offense. I will take that. Now, Diggs, Dobbs, Samson, defenses. We got two more picks. If there isn't good running backs, get handcuffs, people. So Saquon, so the Dolphins and the Eagles handcuffs. I still have to drop two people anyways for kicker defense. So let's see Miami and Philly, right? Tank Bigsby, welcome to the team. And then Miami. Ooh, it's these two. It depends how you want to play it. If you really just want some solid depth and to at least have someone, take one of these guys. But if you're a waiver wire demon, go for upside. He could get some play this year. I like Keaton Mitchell. I'll take an upside shot at him. I mean, you never know. Someone could get hurt, and then instead of rushing in the waiver wire, you get this guy. There's two of them, so that's what it is. So we'll take Keaton Mitchell, and then we're going to look at the team. Quarterback, Dak. Tight end, Tyler Warren. I love that start. Running backs, Achane, Barkley. Um, Look, not like they're great. It just they really need to be on. That's what it is. Lamb, we need him to step up. We got the Dak and Lamb stack. Hopefully that goes well. Garrett Wilson, solid. Marvin Harrison Jr., upside. And then to back him up if he goes on the downside, Jacoby Myers, QJ, Parker Washington, and Worthy. Like Jalen Warren is my third running back. Solid, durable. Coaches trust him. And then I got Pacheco, a solid handcuff, maybe get some play too. Montgomery's gone. He always did good. Now Pacheco's there. We'll see. And then I got handcuffs for my other running backs. But yeah, there you have it. If you have any questions, anything at all, if you want to see me draft from a different spot, comment down below. You should sub because um, you don't really have to. You don't have to. All right, but till next time, peace.